Hello everyone, welcome to Flourish ICT Academy. Today I want to show you how to master the exact date function in minutes. There's a lot of possibilities when it comes to date in Microsoft Excel. There is no way you are not going to work with date at one time or the other. You are going to have a column that is basically date, and there are times that you need to extract just the year from the date. You need to extract the month or even the day from that particular date, and so many other possibilities that are available in Microsoft Excel when it comes to working with date. I'm going to dissect all of that in this training today. But before we go into that fully, if you have not subscribed to this channel, I would like you to go ahead and click the subscription button right now. Also, as you watch along, as you learn along with me, if you have any question whatsoever, drop that in the comment section of this video. And I will also request that any of these functions that we are going to talk about today, let me know which one of them do you find more interesting, more convenient to work with. I'd like you to have that in the comment section as well. Please do that so that I will know that you're actually learning along. And if you have any question, like I said, you are going to get that drop in the comment section. I will respond to them. Now, let's get to the class. So now we are going to look at the date function. We have what you call days. We have what you call network days. Under this, we are going to be looking at some very important and more critical functions, okay, as far as date is concerned. Now, if you have an employment date and then you have a contract end date, this employment date, remember this is a short date. You can change this one to a long date. I'm sure we know how to do that. So all you need to do is to select the column and you come over here. It's even on general. I'm surprised. Long dates. Okay. You can as well change this one to long date or short date. That's all about self-formatting. Oh, this is the same date. Okay. Contract is ending on the same day. All right. So you want to know the number of days between this employment date and the contract date. Okay. You can use the function called the days. All right. Why the network day will calculate all the day excluding weekend. This one will calculate all the days including weekend. Between this date and this day, between two dates. So that's what we use days or network day function to do in Excel. So I can do equals to days. Okay. And then because I have two dates here, I will double click this end date. I'll select it. And then I put my comma. Then what's my start date? I'll select it. And then I close it. I press enter. So this is giving me 1,000 wherever date. Okay, that's the date that is given to me. What about network days? Like I said, let's see the difference between the two. I go over that again, equals to network days. Okay, I double click this. I will select start date. Now, this has to do with end date. This one you have to select the start date first. And then end date. I'll select the end date. If I actually know the number of holidays that are there and I have a column for it, I can definitely pick it out and add them over there. So I press enter. So we can see that this is excluding weekend and holiday for the network days. Why this one has to do with the total number of days between these two employment dates and the contract end date for all of these employees that we have their name here. So this one help whether the HR or manager to be able to track and know when exactly to conduct another recruitment, a contract is ending, and so on and so forth. You can know how many, who actually has the longest time and more on the date. And this one can also be that you are working in a financial company and somebody borrow money. And then you want to know the number of days that it's going to take them to actually repay the loan back. So including weekend, excluding weekend, you can definitely use to know the number of days. We're going to look further on date function and see how else it can be used, okay, as a data analyst. But I hope this is clear first.
Clear, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now the next one we look at this data set as well. This is a date that the long date we have this is an holiday within the year between 2023 and August 2024. The color we need there is the date. Then this one could be sales that were made on this special day. Are you getting me, sir? As an
Yes,
analyst working with any e-commerce company or businesses on this particular day, this holiday, this is the amount of money that was made on this day, each of this special day. Okay. So you want to extract only the day from this particular date. We have a day function. We are going to be using multiple functions here to do the same thing. So I go equals to day. Okay, I double click this. And then which day? I'm going to select from this date. I will close it. I press enter. So this day is what? First, Abby. That's why it's giving us as 1. Right? And then we can see that this is 15th day. This is 17th day in the month. Okay? So that's one way to extract day from date. But this one will not serve us very well. Just the day. That is why under the date function, to extract day, we can extract a day from a particular date. We can extract the year. We can extract also the month. For example, now, this day now that is just giving me as 1. It doesn't make much sense to me. I want to know this day, okay, that you said we have this 6. The date is not enough because this one is on long date. That is why it's like this. Could easily people need to know. Let's change it to short date. For example, if it's like this, I wouldn't know whether this day is Monday, whether it's Tuesday, whether it's Wednesday or so. So that is why working with day function like this is not enough. So because of that, I'm going to use additional function to be able to have exact day. Let's first of all run over this one. To extract the year from here, we use the year function. We'll start with equals to, then we look at year, and then we open our bracket, and then we pick the date, we close it, we press enter. It's giving us the year. So now we can extract the year from a particular date, and we know the year. We want to extract the month. We also have what we call the month function. Okay. So we pick also the date, and then we close it, and then we press enter. You can see now, month 1. Okay. This is the best that month can give you. You know that if you get any days above 12, you're already working in error. Because December is 12. But if you have it in number like this, like I said, it doesn't communicate enough, okay, for you to be able to do what exactly you need to do. So as a result of that, this day, let's start from here. We want to convert it in such a way that it will give us as whether it's Monday, we want to know Tuesday, and the month as well. So in order to extract like this, all we need to do now to extract the year, let me start from the year. Okay, year that we have here, we can just go to equals to text. Okay, let's do equals to, and then that's the best function to use here. We do text, equals to text, and then we have it as K2. All right, we put colon, and then the year is a what? When you're writing date, I think we have talked about that before, that anytime you are writing your date, you need to know the format of the date, D, D, M, M, Y, 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 Y. So the Y, 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 Y represent year. Exactly understand when I do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm talking about the year. So I want to extract the year from this day. This is the best method to use instead of using the year method that we use. This is the best method, even though this is going to give me the same result like the year, but you're going to see how better it is from here. Instead of us to use it here, let's use the same thing, text K2. I think I will copy this. I will paste it here, and then I'll go over to edit it. This is what column are you working on now? So what should this one be?
Column K.
The date is in column K. We
Hey.
extract the year like this. Now we want to extract the day. And I'm asking, are we going to, it's just to use the same formula. But represent YYY, what are we going to represent it with over here?
DD.
DDD, thank you. We'll now make it for anyway. Let's try it with 2 and see. This one should be K2. Then instead of year, we just change it to DD, as you said. Enter. It's giving me as 01.
Yes.
DD. Enter. You see now? Can you see the difference?
Wow.
So that day is Sunday. So all I need to do is to grab this. I don't want all this day 1, day 14. It doesn't make sense to me. I want something like this. So it's Sunday, it's Tuesday, this date is Friday, this date is Saturday. So that's the best way. And for the month as well, instead of giving me 1 month, 2 months, I can't work with this per se. If it depending on scenario, that will be a scenario based on whatever you are working with, that you might work with month like this, even work with date like 1, 2, 3. Okay. But 1, 2, 3 like that doesn't make much sense to me, like this day of the week. Now, this one is month now, 1, 2, whatever that we have here, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12 for this particular month. We can also use the same formula that we used there. I can just copy this. I'll paste it here and then I will edit it. The value is K2. So, and then we change it. Since we are dealing with months, 1, 2, 3, 4, make it 4 instead of 2. So you can see I have it as January. So I can extract that from here up to December and then August. So the weekday identifies, that one we actually use it to identify the day of the week. Are you getting me? If you have a specific date, you want to know what day of the week is that day. Okay? Why we actually use the week number to determine the week number in the year. Okay, that's the difference between the two of them. If you are working with a finance company as a data analyst, you need all of this information. You're working with a fintech, you are going to need all of those information. You're working with an agency where they are maybe giving out money to people, loan to people. These are very, very vital, functions in Excel that is very important. Now, let's look at weekday, for example. We're going to look at the weekday of this particular date. So the function is called equals to week. You can see it, a weekday. You double click. You have the serial number. This is talking about the date. Okay, let's pick this date. Okay, and then you can see this comma. We put it, once you put the comma, Excel will automatically give you all of these dates. Can you see number 1? What can you see from number 1? If you type 1, that means it's going to count Sunday as the first day of the week. But of a truth, which one is the first day of the week? Is it Sunday or Monday?
It depends, sir. It's relative.
Let's assume that, well, it depending on whichever, just like you said, what Excel is going to do if you are doing the weekdays, if you choose that Sunday is the first day of the week, then it will start from Sunday and then count the other day for you. Okay, so let's do it like this. Now you're going to pick whichever one you think is the
What
first
you
day
want.
here. So this one we are going to pick Sunday. That means Saturday will be day 7. I'll just
Yes.
click this and then I close the bracket. I do this. So this particular day now, Sunday, you can see is day 1. So if you go ahead and then do the auto fill. So you want to check this particular date. Oh, this is Saturday, is day 7 of the week. So that's what we use weekday to actually determine the exact day. Now, why the week number? It's helped to determine the number of week in a year. So, the particular week of a date, week num. Then you pick this date and then you close it. This one you don't need to have this is week 1, which is correct. February 14, which is going to be Valentine, is going to be what week of the year. So you can definitely know if you are doing your analysis, February 14. Okay, look at this for 2024. That is going to be week 7. Okay, that's going to be week 7. So if you are doing a data analysis of a particular data set that you need to deal with week in your report or your analysis, or for the organizer or the nature of the business, they actually deal with weeks to know what to target, what to sell in the first week, the second week, which market to push out. So these are the ways you can know a particular date. What weeks does it fall into by using the week number. Now, without wasting much time on that, let's go to today. As you know, today, if you are using a today function, there's a function in Excel that I want to know today's date. Definitely, you already know the date. So you might be wondering, why do I need today's function? Since I know that today is 10th of November. But this is mostly used by a lot of people that are working with fintech. You're also signing a contract with somebody. You want to know the date and time that is signed compared to another date in the future. You use now. The difference between today and now is that now is going to add the time. Okay, the time where the contract was signed, or the time that the deal is made. That one is going to add it to it. So when you are using the now function in Excel, and let's start with today. As the name is, that is exactly what the function is. It does not take any argument. All you need to do is to open and close it. You are not putting any argument inside, and press enter. You can see your day. So this is a short date. You want to have a long date, you come over to this, and then you can change it to a long date. It's going to tell you Sunday, November 10th. That's fine. What about now? So you can now do now, and then close it, no argument inside. So this one will give you the dates as well as giving you the time. So we've talked about network day as well to determine the number of actual working day, excluding holiday and weekend. Okay, and then we'll talk about this so as well. And then we'll talk about dates, and now you can extract year from dates if you need to work with year. And then now you can also hide out your formula. We'll talk about what's the name? The months, the weekday, and the week number. So that's all we have to cover as far as date function is concerned. Now, let me say this. If you want to be part of our pro class, don't hesitate to check the description section. All the details you need to be part of our master's class, which we also call the pro class, they are available in the description section of this video. Thank you so much for taking your learning journey along with me again today.